Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Before we jump into today's video, I have a question for you. In today's video, I will show you two ways in which you can get your hands on some extra cash that will come in handy on the journey to achieving your financial goals. Stay tuned. In today's video, we're going to take things further from the first video, and we will start today by looking at our income statement, a statement of your salary, your income, and your outgoings, your bills. The ideal position we want to be in is that we have more income than we have expenses coming out. Gurus will say the ideal ratio is 70%. That is 70% of your income goes to expenses, and the rest, 30, is split between long-term savings, short-term savings, and if you give to charity, 10% goes to charity. I have a different ratio that I work with, and it's 55% of your income goes to expenses. This is what I have worked towards, what I learned. I will show you what the rest goes to here. Now, when I first heard this, my expenses at that point was 105% of my income. So I was shocked. I didn't know what to do with myself. And to work out the ratio of your expenses to income is a very simple calculation. So the first thing you do is add up everything that is your expenses. Say, for instance, your expenses is £2,000 and your income is £3,000. So get out your phone. It will have a calculator app on it. Put that on. The first number you put in is your expenses, which should be the lower number. If yours is maybe 55, if it's lower than 70, well done to you. Pat yourself on the back and keep going. If your expenses exceed 70%, then that would kind of indicate that you're probably paying too much and you need to work on ways in which you can reduce your expenses. Now, there are ways you can do this, and I will talk to you about them now. I kind of tried to find a clever way to do this, and I came up with the 3 Ds. This is my own invention. I'm joking. The 3D starts with delete. So pick up your bank statement. Have a look at everything that you are paying for. Do you need everything on there? Is there a gym membership perhaps that you haven't used for the last year? Is there a subscription that you haven't used? Do you want to delete it? Or is there something that you're using but you could actually do without it? You don't really need it, and that money could come in handy somewhere else. You could delete those things, but be careful when deleting things to make sure you're not deleting bills that you're locked in that would fetch you a penalty. Check with your provider. The second D is to decrease. decrease any bills that you're paying. See if you can pay a lower amount for the same thing. A good example would be your utility bills, but the biggest one is your mortgage. Have a look and make sure that you're paying the lowest amount that you can pay for your mortgage. Check with your lender. If your fixed term has expired, see if they can give you a rate that is favorable. You could also help yourself by going online and looking at what are the best rates anywhere in the UK, for instance. If you can find a good rate, ask your lender, can they beat this? If they can't beat it, can you check and see if you could do a remortgage to another bank? Let me know how you get on with the first two. The third D is develop. We will not cover that in this video because I think it will make the video too long, and I feel like it deserves a video of its own, so I would cover that in my next video. I would like to get your thoughts on today's video. Please comment below. Let me know what you think about everything that we've discussed so far. If I haven't covered something you want me to cover, or you want me to explain something clearer. I'm aware that I talk a bit fast, and I'm new to YouTube, that's why, but I'll get used to it soon. So if you need me to explain anything, comment below and I'll be happy to do that. Now, I would like to do a quick recap on what we've done today. Today we have learned that our expenses should not really be more than 70% of our income. If it is, we need to work on reducing it, and we reduce it by delete anything that we don't need. Carefully, of course, we check with the provider, we make sure that we're not in any kind of locked in period. The next thing we do is to decrease any bills that we currently pay if we can. I hope you found today's video helpful. If you have, kindly subscribe and hit like. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.